Ultimate Gaming is proud to present the World Series right here on MLB The Show with Blue Jays Baseball. Today, the Blue Jays look to make history and become a World Series champion. They are up 3-0 over the Atlanta Braves. Braves are in a do-or-die situation. So the question is, can the Braves keep alive today, or will it all be over and the championship will fly north of the border? Blue Jays wearing their custom see. So we will be at Treston Park, home of the Braves. 41,000 expected. It is clear skies. The starting lineup. First from the Atlanta Braves, Rondo Acuna Jr. Second, Michael Hayes. Third, Marcus Ozolin. Fourth, Mauson. Fifth, Austin Riley. Sixth, Ozzie Alberts. Seventh, Orlando Otrin. Eighth, Jarrett Koziski. Ninth, Sean Murphy. And now for your Toronto Blue Jays starting lineup. We will have batting first, George Springer. Batting second, Francisco Lindor. Batting third, Davis Snyder. Batting fourth, Bryce Harper. Batting fifth, Joey Votto. Batting sixth, Dalton Varsho. Batting seventh, Jose Ramirez. Batting eighth, Danny Jansen. Batting ninth, Kevin Kiermaier. Actually, I'm going to have Brandon Belt be the fifth guy. So there is the starting lineup for Game 4 of the World Series. Here will be your starting pitchers, which Chris and John will talk about later in the show. The Blue Jays have a chance to be champion. Next on the show.
Welcome, thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shum. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You get to this point of the season, Boogie, you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground. It's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next.
No.
All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Ready to go now, and the batter is George Springer. The line of the pitch. And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left, Garcia sends it to first. 1-1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Olsen settles under this one. He makes the grab, and that is that.
Good
Down in
news.
order go the Blue Jays. And
Good
now the
news
Braves
for
with their
Atlanta.
first chance to hit. We're scoreless. You're watching the World Series on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. Among all the stats, when you look at Ronald Acuna Jr. in 2023, maybe the most impressive, he was able to put up his power numbers, cutting his strikeout rate almost in half. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just a great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone. He just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out, bases empty. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And a pitch. Bounce it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. That's a hit. And after grinding through that at-bat, he gets the best of it.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Marcell Ozuna stands in here, takes ball 1 low. at second here in Game 4. Stays alive. And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle and get it right where you want.
And there's 2 away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a leader.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Went there on its way. An absolute smash to left. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Here's Austin Riley. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back at Truist Park, top of the second. Now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Here comes a pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Olsen drifts towards it, and it's caught for the out. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Brandon Bell in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason. Love being a part of these games.
There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Braves leading by 2 here in Game 4 of the World Series. That misses the zone. 2-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to center field. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Lifted in the air, out to left. Kelman has this one sized up. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the second. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fastball for a strike. Albies, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the back part of the play.
Yeah, bro, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious when adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out real quick.
It gets down, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with a breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it if you need it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, maybe that will end up getting it going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulder square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
James Kingsley right at the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to make this game open.
Sean Murphy in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Varsho reaching back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play and a nice job on the sac fly.
Acuna at it for the second time, and that's strike one. Sliced hard but foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Foul ball still 0-2.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Foul ball there. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out on the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Out to short, Lindor. Fires across the diamond. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head on down to the top of it. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Jose Ramirez. The pitch. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom, boom. Killing me, Smalls. And they're on the board. It's 3-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now it's Jansen to hit. This one chopped to the ground, but foul.
Well, these Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. We're specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Bounce to the left side. Right. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. Into center. The grab, and that'll end the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. Right through there for his strike. Missed to center field. Kiermaier under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. Olson coming off an amazing 2023 campaign. Prodigious power numbers, and he cut his strikeout rate. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. 1 down, bases empty. There's a swing and a drive. Kiermaier going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball.
Look out, that ball was smoked. Man, I'm so relieved that they have this netting down the lines just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you would look up and see a fan get hit.
Kiermaier makes the play, and that ends the inning.
What a snag by Kiermaier. Jay's still down 3-1, going to the fourth.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Francisco Lindor. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Harris has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman. First time up was a pop out. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And there are two down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Balls it in to end the inning. The fourth game of the World Series. Now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. And that's in the dirt.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, left field. Varsho moving under it. Brings it in. 1 away.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making it work hard out there, it may force the ball to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fought off foul. Base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Kiermaier makes the catch and a goal. Back at Truist Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Now here is Brandon Belt. Swing and a miss. 1 on Belt. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their start. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito. Oh, nice stop and a slide. And now the lefty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pitch. Flip to the pitcher covering, and the leadoff man set down, and they're half the 5th. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Gets under and pops it up. Marcy on his way over, makes the grab for the second out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, so here's Murphy now. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Murphy, an all-star a season ago. 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. And it is. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. He's safe. Siggy, that was a close play. And it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs in Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Good eye on that spot.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game. But he's just different. We see plenty of breaking his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a base hit right there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing in the bat.
Pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
It was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it just a long strike. Go after him and finish him off.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
Ozuna in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Ripped to right, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Righty to the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Throws to first, and Olsen is set down. that ends the inning. So they get 4 hits in the inning, but can't score. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and we're back. Here's a big power threat. Danny Jansen. Free, back to work. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Really saw the changeup really well. Just a little early. Still barreled in, as you see, home run distance. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Line to kick the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Inside, gets out of the way.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing out there most of the time.
Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Kiermaier down. He's 0 for 4. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one is absolutely belted. Harris racing after it. Can't catch up to it. It's down in the gap. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double, but just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Ground ball left side. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And that's a foul ball. And a pitch. Got it. Huge strikeout there. Here's Francisco Lindor. Hardliner. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So one hand is on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. That's in there. And that is strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. And the righty deals. Now fly ball to right center. Springer racing after it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this in the game.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Chad Green.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one to first, and it stays fair. And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Oh, he's on the move. Bounced out to short. Lindor around to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion. Here's Jared Kelly. 1 for 2. In the air, center field. Kiermaier moving under it. Brings it in for the third out. Back at Truist Park. Here's the second baseman, number 36. it in for the out. Here's Harper again. In the air, left field. Kelvin gets under it. He's got it. There's 2 away. Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt. In the air, left field. Kelvin moving under it. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Atlanta, here's Sean Murphy. And the pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And forget it. His second homer this series, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
And now, Michael Harris. Aaron Luke on the pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
One down, base is empty. Just missed. And the belt fires. That's hard hit in the line. Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters.
Ouch, that one got him.
No, folks, I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Late here in game 4.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, come into it, with pressure on it, and try to get yourself comfortable. We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of hitting away at the plate. If you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. Right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
2 on, 2 outs. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take over at bat. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Ground ball right side. And it goes just foul.
I don't know.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The pitch.
I don't think I'm gonna.
That one rips.
Shit.
Back there. Get out of town.
Fuck.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
2 outs, nobody on. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach. Probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. New pitcher now for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna win today. Not on this one, anyway. That's alright. I'm still up. I'll still be up 3-1.
Two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. You're the bottom of the 7th. And there's a fly ball.
God damn it.
Hangs off the wall. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
What the fuck? Throw the ball. Oh my god.
Well, Siggy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving at full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he has seen it like a beach ball.
Swing and a pop-up foul on a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Always on third with 2 out. Goes down looking. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. The line of the pitch. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. It'll touchdown for a hit. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Kicks and deals. High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and the throws off line, safe at third. Danny Jansen to hit here. Yeah, first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Kicks and fires. And 1-2.
A standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That pretty much did.
Pitch. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Bounce it off, still 1-2. And here it comes. To third. And that chance handled. It tosses across to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. Pinch hitter coming on, Whit Merrifield. And a foul ball. Now space is empty. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Just one of those seed high base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 2 outs. And that one hammered. That's back there. That ball has just been floated off the island. Francisco Lindor sent it out. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Dylan Lee.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now, number 36. And it's fouled away.
Very settled on the mound here in the 8th. Now we're out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's now 7-5. Staying in the game on defense, Whit Merrifield. He'll be out center now after pinch hitting. Kelton leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the count where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Springer there makes the catch, and there's one down. So down to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fly ball down the line. And George makes the grab. 2 down. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield playing very deep. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Tim Mesa.
Just trying to keep this one close here. This is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second home run of the series, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this move. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dead.
Pitch. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. box as he asks for time. And he deals. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there.
Killing me, Smalls.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned it, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Bell. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That's a base hit.
Wasting no time there. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. This one in the air, right field. Onward it is a clean up the ground. Runner tagging from first. Now he throws on the brakes and returns safely to first. He's 2 outs away. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3. High fly ball out towards left
Go.
field.
Go.
There.
Go. Oh.
Sit in on the
Oh,
first.
no. No, no, no. I just did that.
They take this must-win game
Ah, I can't. I thought there was 2 outs.
They're coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking. They were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series
Ah,
continues.
I
Who
can't
knows?
believe I
Maybe
just
they'll
did
get right
that.
back in it.
Here's one final look at the line score for this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game. A couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Well, folks, that's it for this episode. The Blue Jays end up actually losing this game. But they do make it interesting, but a big error at the end costs them for Atlanta to win this game 8-6. And here we see the mistake done. No votes for Atlanta. Matt Olson was 1-4 with a home run. Ozzie Albert 3-4 with the triple. Sean Murphy goes 1-3 with a home run. Austin Riley goes 2-4 with a home run. Kevin Kiermaier for the Blue Jays was 1-2 with a double. Jose Ramirez goes 1-4 with a home run. Bryce Harper goes 1-4 with a home run. Francisco Lindor goes 1-4 with a home run. In the end, Atlanta wins this one and stays alive to make the series 3-1 for Toronto. From John, Chris, and the rest of the crew, we thank you, and we will be back again with another episode of Blue Jays Baseball here in Atlanta. So we can't wait to see what Game 5 brings to the show. Until next time, this is the One True Joker officially signing out. Steak.